This is a tough video for me to make because for the longest time I was all in favor of getting married. That marriage ought to be the goal of every guy. That a guy with a healthy attitude towards life would eventually get married and form a properly constituted couple and family, right? That's what I used to think. But to tell you the truth, I've been giving this a lot of thought, and well, quite frankly, my opinion has changed, and let me get into it. You see, at this time, marriage is grossly unfair to men. It's just horribly unfair. You're a guy, and if you get married, you are going to be exposed to all kinds of horrors insofar as the divorce industry is concerned. Yeah, you get married and things don't work out. Well, you know, the woman can take you to court, and the court could enforce you to give up, you know, half, 2/3, 3/4, 4/5 of your income in alimony and child support payments, and you basically become a slave to your ex-wife and the children you had with her, the children rather that you had with her. Sorry about that. You become a slave to them, and you know, of course, there's nothing wrong with fulfilling your responsibilities to your children. You know, nothing wrong with that at all. And there's nothing wrong with you know, trying to support an ex-wife who is the mother of your children in a nice place and what have you. But the fact of the matter is, you know, the courts are such that they just go out of their way to screw a guy. I mean, they really do. And because the courts have the power of the state to enforce their judgments, and because a lot of times, in a practical sense, you know, appealing these divorce judgments is ruinously expensive, well, the guy becomes a slave. He has to pay up, you know, 50% of his salary, you know, 75% of his salary or more, and live on whatever is left, which is, you know, not a hell of a lot of times. And it's just grossly unfair. But if you're not married in the West, at least, you can, you know, end the relationship, even with a woman who is the mother of your children, and it doesn't cost you as much. So long as you've taken some elementary precautions insofar as not being confused with having a common law marriage. You know, if you're just with a woman, but, you know, separate enough that it's not considered a common law marriage, the divorce courts can't touch you. Yeah. And so you can come to a reasonable arrangement insofar as child support is concerned, and even insofar as giving your ex, the former girlfriend you had, who's the mother of your kids, giving her some sort of, you know, stipend or whatever, so that, you know, she can continue to live with the kids in a relatively nice place, you know, good schools and all the rest of it. You can do that, but you can't do that if you're legally married. So as I think about it more, I start to realize that, yeah, you should not get married. I mean, have kids if you want to with the woman that you're seeing, but there's no upside. And quite frankly, there's too much downside, too much risk. It's pointless. What exactly is the reason to get married if the marriage fails, you're going to get fucked over righteously? Yeah? It's stupid. It's stupid to get married. And also it's stupid to get married for another reason, apart from the legal part and the money part. It's the psychological part. We guys, we love things that are stable. And women too. I mean, we're human beings. We like stability. We like things that are stable and that we don't have to worry about them too much. We want to put them in the back burner, right? So that we can focus on other stuff, right? And well, the fact of the matter is, see, a relationship, as I've said before, a relationship is very important to a woman. And so when she feels that the relationship is settled, i.e. you're married, right? She's not really going to have much incentive to work on it. To work on it in the sense of like having a relationship that is worth maintaining, right? And so what does that mean? I mean, you're married to some woman today, and very quickly she's going to just put it as a settled thing and not pay much attention to it.